more smoking on my trail, got it? If you got cell phones, put them away. I don't like light and I don't like you. And one warning, we've all had a couple of head injuries out there. So keep an eye out for weirdos. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Follow the crazy lady.
Today on Adventure Starts Here, our adventure starts right here
in Sleepy Hollow.
All right, guys, we are here with Caleb Sigmon. He's the creative director for Sigmon Theatrical. So it's really nice to meet you and get to hang out with you tonight. I absolutely loved the whole production. It was fantastic.
Oh man, I love it. I'm so happy you guys were able to come out and be a part of the experience, especially with it being our first year. It's a great thing.
We really appreciate you having us.
We're about to go into the Fletcher house and have them. Just please be respectful. As I said, they're all missing their little girl. Anna, let's just go.
Here tells the tale of the disappearance of Ichabod Crane, schoolmaster of Sleepy Hollow. The very same unfortunate Ichabod who encountered the ghost of a Hessian soldier whose body is buried in the town churchyard. The specter is known at all the country firesides by the name of the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow.
So tell us a little bit about how all of this came to be.
Yeah, so I have forever loved Halloween. It's always been one of my favorite times of year, and I love putting on plays and immersive experiences, and this is a perfect blend of all of that stuff. It's part spooky, it's part fun, super theatrical, and it's here on site at Horn in the West and Hickory Ridge Living History Museum where we're at today, which is really cool. So whenever we talked with them about partnering to present this, they were all in, and the hope is that we'll continue it here and in other places, which we can talk more about later for years to come.
How are you all doing?
Well,
I'm so glad you're here. Now, I need more than one person to answer me when I ask you some questions. So I'm going to ask you again. How are you all doing?
Great.
Great. Interesting. Well, I want to thank you for risking your lives tonight, for coming with us into the forest, the dangerous place. Now, as you all know, my wife died in these forests 4 years back. It haunts me. It haunts me every day, just as the terrors there do. But it's not about me today. It's not about me at all. No, it's about the Fletchers. Oh, we're going to do everything we can to save her. Isn't that right, everyone?
Yes.
She's been captured, no doubt, by that headless horseman who rides this time of year in search of revenge on us Americans for taking his life. But we're gonna kill him, aren't we?
Yes.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
Where's your enthusiasm now? Are we gonna kill him or not?
Yes.
So how did you get into theater?
It was really early on. I was always dressing up and playing make-believe and putting on backyard plays, and I remember in elementary school I was passing out flyers for kids to come to a haunted house in my garage, and it just turned into a huge passion of mine to do Halloween events and theater, but they're both loves that I've always had, so to put them together is really great. And now it's turned into a career, and it's what I do for a living. So my wife's a costume designer, she's a lighting designer, I do acting and directing, and so we get to travel far and wide. We're based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but we get to travel far and wide and do what we're passionate about, which I love. That's so exciting to me.
That's awesome. The costumes for this event has been really, really good. So did she do the costuming for you?
Yeah, she sure did. So some things we had special made, but she cranked out a lot of those items out of our home base, which is really cool.
That's awesome. And the scene setups are really great too, which I know you used what was here as well, but then built onto that. So I have to say not to give too much away, but you'll see some in the clips. The bridge that we had to go through was so spooky, and I loved the lighting and everything was awesome.
Water breaks. What a mess! Whoa, it's disgusting. I tell you, the work of a midwife is never done. I need to prepare, some of the bravest among you for your journey. If we are to be the cliche embodiment of an angry mob, we're gonna need pitchforks!
You sure you're not gonna need that pitchfork for the birthing?
Oh, no. But actually, no, I'll I'll use a rake. I'll use a rake.
All right, good.
All right, oh, Lavinia Hollis. Can I trust you to carry this little hoe?
Of course.
Lavinia takes one to know one. Oh,
My word! That's crazy that you say such a thing.
So this is your first year. What's next?
So we are so excited to kick off Sleepy Hollow here in the Carolinas, which have always been home to us. While we've, of course, traveled and worked all over, it's great to be so close to home. I grew up in Hudson, which is just a little roll down the mountain from here. So we've had a lot of hometown people come up to see this already, which has been so wonderful. But the plan is that we'll create this here. It'll return here year after year, but we would also produce it in other cities across the United States starting next year with 2 locations and then continuing to grow it. I've always loved the story of Sleepy Hollow, and it's got roots that run deep into history and storytelling. And to find a location like this where it's just perfect to take place was awesome. It was so exciting. And our spin on the story is a little unique. Like, you never see Ichabod Crane or any of those characters that are in the classic tale. But our story unfolds slightly after that mysterious night. And but the audience is definitely immersed in the experience, which is so important to me that that as you come in, you're not just watching it, but you're a part of it. And so one of our creative partners, his name is Christopher Parks, and he comes from the Experiential Theater Company. They're based out of New Jersey, but they travel around the country and the globe producing immersive, very interactive events where the audience plays active roles inside of it, like you guys had to tonight in some ways. So the 2 of us putting our creative minds together, this was just a natural story where it seemed to fit great, and then you kind of saw how we took it and ran. So much fun.
Go do what you do best and deliver them twins.
I will.
Go, Dottie!
Trust me, people. The sight of a bloody beast emerging between the legs of a wailing woman is more terrifying than anything you'll see tonight. Good luck.
Ain't that little git from the village whining about his dead wife instead of paying me what he owes me, is it?
No, he's not here.
He's rather cold.
Okay.
Boy, I can't see you. Step forward, I'll go fetch me mustard.
We had a whole scenario the second time we went through where the person who has an important key to the story is gone.
Oh no.
The actor was awesome. He was like, all right, plot twist, we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
And just went with it, and that was awesome. It wasn't like, oh no, what do we do? Like, he just kept on rolling, and that was fantastic. Like, it really added into the story and the experience for us.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've got to say about the crew that we're working with is they're exceptional performers, and they have great attitudes and are trained and have this in their tool set, the ability to really tuck and roll and be creative and invest in audience members and be spontaneous in the moment. And great stuff comes from that. That's so exciting that you went through twice and saw 2 totally different shows. That's really exciting.
Dottie was absolutely amazing. Everything she was doing.
Dottie's the town midwife. She's quite the character around these parts. She is indeed, yeah.
Some witchcraft! You will not escape!
Back up, you evil beast! Listen to me. We don't want to fight you, we don't want to hurt you, okay? So I'm telling you something right now. We come in peace. Just go on your way. And no!
Help him! Help! Help him!
So, tell everyone where they can find out more about your productions and
Get tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. So for just Sleepy Hollow, easiest way to find us is Google or go online to our website, which is thesleepyhollowadventure.com, and you can learn more about what the experience is and grab tickets. And then throughout the year, we're producing immersive events and theatrical experiences across the Carolinas and beyond, which is on our website, sigmontheatrical.com. We take shows into schools and libraries, downtowns, communities, performing arts centers. It's what I love doing. So to be able to live your dream and share your passion is like, oh man, does it get better than that?
No, it really doesn't. That's awesome. Yeah. Really glad you guys get to do that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Well, thanks for coming and being a part of this night. It means so much to me.
Well, thank you so much for having us out here. Like, it's been a fantastic experience.
Good. I'm glad y'all had a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. So that's us from Adventure Starts Here with Caleb Sigmon. Thanks for checking us out.
What do you say, horseman?
Yeah.
All right, give him that. Come here, buddy.
All right, so that's our adventure for today here at Sleepy Hollow Adventures, put on by Sigmon Theatrical. So what did you think?
It was really awesome. Very immersive from the get-go. You get to play a character, which is different than any other haunt or anything like this that we've been to this year. You actually become part of the show.
Which is really fun and exciting. The actors were absolutely phenomenal. Oh my gosh, they were great. It was a really good, well put together production, and it mixes theater with haunted trail with living history. So it's really cool. And Sleepy Hollow is one of my all-time favorite spooky stories. So it was very cool to get to like be a part of it and like interact with the story and not just sit back and watch the story.
Another really cool thing is not everybody in the group has the same experience. There's little side adventures that some people end up having to go on that creates the rest of the story and brings the rest of the story to life.
So I would rate this one a 5 out of 5 Skull and Crossbones.
I would agree with 5 out of 5 Skull and Crossbones myself. It definitely will be looking for them when they come back around, or if they're close to us again for any of their other adventures. They do have more than just Sleepy Hollow.
So we will share the link for tickets so that you can get your tickets to come check them out. It's a lot of fun. Definitely splurge for the VIP passes.
Yes, for sure. All right, guys, so that's our adventure here. If you like this content, please give us a like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells for all of our future content. Remember to look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All right, so thank you for joining us when your adventure starts right here
At Sleepy Hollow.
Nicely done. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.